Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you are. And welcome back to the Beat Up Plans with a turn to its grey matter. And in the last episode, well, we came to this lady's room to talk about the pool of blood. So, guess time to have a conversation.
Can you tell me exactly what happened?
I was getting ready to get into the pool. I was putting on my cap and thinking about something else, a paper that's due. Suddenly, the hair on my arm stood up. The air got very dry, almost as if the air was filled with electricity. I looked around, trying to figure out what it was. And then I saw it. In the water. It was awful.
What did you see in the water?
No one believes me. I can't even describe it.
Can you try? I'll believe you.
It was like a shape under the water. You know how water is displaced when there's something moving through it? Only, there was nothing there. It was a human form, in the water, but it wasn't there. God, I know it sounds insane, but it was evil. I felt it. I'll never go near that pool again. I don't even want to be in this building anymore. I want to go home.
There was also a form on the blue tiles regarding the call. We are getting into the thick of it, shall we say?
How many people were in the pool at the time?
Just 2 girls, swimming. They were already in the water when I got there. I yelled at them to get out.
Did you know them?
I've seen them swimming before. Look, they had nothing to do with it. They were as terrified as I was.
What time did this happen?
I left to go down there about 11:30. It wasn't long after that. Maybe 10 or 15 minutes.
We knew that actually already from the clock.
The shape in the water. Could it have been dye being pumped into the pool? It was dyed purple according to the paper.
No, that happened later. I saw the shape go all the way to the far end and then turn around. Just like a swimmer doing laps. And then the water slowly changed color. Like this thing, this presence was staining it. I'll never forget it as long as I live. I'm sorry, but I really don't want to talk about it anymore.
That's cool. Thanks for being honest with me. Listen, it's none of my business, but you mentioned leaving school. Don't do that. Do you know how lucky you are to be going to this school? Seriously? I know you were scared, but I'm sure this was a prank, even if it was a sophisticated one. It wasn't aimed at you. You just happened to be there. Don't let it ruin an opportunity like this. It's so not worth it.
I know you're right. Thanks, truly.
I'll see you.
I kind of wanted to look around the room, but
Someone
guess
is
not.
rigging these tricks, and it's starting to piss me off. Well, it's not going to happen again. Tonight's experiment takes place in the gym at St. Edmund Hall. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to catch whoever's doing this. Hi, this is Sam.
St. Edmund Hall Quad, now, Chiquita.
Sure. Be right there. I guess they heard.
well, we are at St. Edmund's Hall, so that's not too problematic. Oh, I think this is a regular
Hey,
cutscene
there's
now.
the wench. I vote for drawing and quartering her. Everybody in?
Leave Sam alone.
We all made our own decisions to join the experiment.
Not me. I was played like a fish on a line.
Like that would be hard. What do you know about the pool, Sam?
I know you shouldn't jump to conclusions. At least not yet.
Too late. I'm already deep in conclusion land.
It really is too bizarre. For God's sake. Once might have been a coincidence, but twice. It's getting a little frightening. I'm not at all sure we should go back tonight.
My mum wouldn't like it. What if we're implicated in these pranks, maybe even expelled?
Well, I find it exciting. That is, we might actually be doing something. Besides, Dr. Styles is counting on us.
I want to see what happens next.
I still think drawing and quartering Sam sounds like the best idea. Who's with me? Anyone?
Guys, can we not be hasty here? I agree with Angela. Whatever we do, we should do it as a group.
But I didn't...
Anyway, we don't need to decide right this minute, do we?
We have to decide before tonight. We're scheduled to go back there.
Yeah.
Why don't we meet back here at noon? We can make a decision then.
Why not? I have nothing better to do with my time.
See ya.
Noon.
That was almost so quiet I thought she would have said none if I didn't know what it was about. Well, at least also Charles Editing is starting to talk. That's also a bonus, I guess. There's still things to do at St. Edmund's Hall, apparently. Oh, didn't click on that. I'm gonna go back to the gym. And then go back to Helena? Just to make sure that I haven't
We're going
missed
to be
anything.
visualizing weightlifting tonight in this gym. I need to find a way to rig this place so I can catch this jerk red-handed.
You want to rig the place, right? But then we would need something like a camera?
I should rig something at the doors so that when the perpetrator enters, I'll know it. I'll need to pick up some gear at the Black Wand.
Oh.
I should rig something at the doors so that when the perpetrator enters, I'll know it. I'll need to pick up some...
I know, but I want to go out. That's interesting. I can't really go out anymore.
The gym closes at 11. I'll get here before then and hide. When they lock up, I'll be inside.
As cool as a plan that is, dear Sam, then you can't participate in the experiment. That seems a bit weird. How are you gonna talk the rest of the club out of the fact that everybody needs to go there except you? Just say. Just say. I guess we're just gonna have to use the travel button because I can't get out of here. So that's something we need at the Black Wand, the magic shop. Alright. Let's take care of that immediately, I guess? We probably need to go there again anyway somewhere during this chapter, because I assume we're gonna do another magic trick. After all, we're playing as Sam.
Ah, Miss Everett. Lovely to see you.
Thanks.
Now, I can't recall what you can all buy here, but we all have to take it. Flash powder trap. Trigger this invisible wires coming with this device will trigger the flash powder and cast a bright flash of light. That's indeed quite easy. Breakable wand. We don't need that. Alright, let's just go over here to make sure that I purchase everything that I want to purchase. Oh, there we go. Telephone spy, your genuine private life violator? Yeah, violator. We'll just buy that, I guess. Cry for help, noisemaker. I have the feeling that we do have some supernatural pre-recognition about what we want for our magic tricks. So let's get that already as well. I think we have everything. Magic. Almighty spacebar. He's now working. Okay. Something eerie and spooky is going on. The almighty spacebar is no longer functioning. Well. Let's talk to
I
Mephistopheles.
need to talk to you about something.
Be my guest.
I need to talk to you about something that's going on with my employer, Dr. Styles.
Yes?
He's running an experiment in the basement of Dread Hill House. There are 6 students, and he has us visualize exercising. It seemed harmless, but then things started getting weird. And I couldn't find any traces of dye at the pool, not even in the filters. But I'm not really worried about the pool. It's the track that's the real challenge.
Yes. Being a puzzle man, I find it most intriguing.
Oh, but it's not a puzzle. I know exactly what's going on. This is someone's grand game. Someone trying to get into the Deadelus Club. Obviously, there's a magician involved. The wind at the track and the shape in the pool were classic misdirects, distracting the witnesses while the lines were painted and the pool was dyed.
Naturally. One would think that.
Unfortunately, Styles is the perfect victim. He's a recluse, and his published articles make it clear that he's a chump for the supernatural. If I got a copy of his experiment plan, anyone could have gotten it. Someone is using it to plot these stunts.
If it is a game, it's an original one. Brilliant, in fact.
Yes, I guess it is brilliant. Brilliant and awful. Do you know of anyone who might be designing a grand game right now? Maybe someone with ties to Oxford? You must know all the magicians in this area.
My dear, the club has members from all over the world and thousands of regular customers. There's always someone running a game. Indeed. A solution occurs to me. You yourself are running the game, and telling me is your way of alerting the Deadelus Club.
It's not my game.
Pity. I liked that solution.
But don't you see? People could get hurt. Dr. Styles for one, but also students. The people who witnessed these events have been terrified.
Oh, but being terrified can be thrilling. It gives one something to talk about in old age. In any case, it doesn't sound like any serious harm has been done. Not yet, anyway. But if it truly isn't your game, then I'd suggest you look at the other students in the experiment. You know what they say. There's always a plant in the house.
Of course, you're right. One of them has to be in on it. Thank you.
Okay, so that's what a plant in the house means. I find this a bit convoluted though. Dr. Styles is so reclusive. People outside of this Lambs Club don't know that he's doing these experiments very well. And a few people in the department. Still, if this is supposedly a grand game, then very few people know about it. How can people implement Dr. Styles as being the culprit if they don't know he's even running experiments regarding these sites? I find that a little weird, to be honest. And up to this point, I like this game so much and had found having good storyline that I think the makers might notice. The creators of this game. No, there's something else going on, I believe. I don't believe it's Dr. Styles himself, because we played now as Dr. Styles. I did have that for a moment as a possibility in my mind, but because you play as him, I find that a little bit less likely. And if you tell me there's always a plant in the house, well, the first one, actually, my thoughts go to, well, actually two of them, are either Malik, because he's interested in Dr. Styles, he knows about him, we don't know much about him, or Harvey, because he makes films. So he might have some access to special effects. I don't believe in the mysterious Charles Eddington being it, but the fact of the matter is it would be corny. So I'm gonna go with Malik or Harvey, but that might be too focused on it. We'll have to see. Let's play along.
I finished The Betrayer's Price.
Did you? Congratulations are in order. You might want to check the box again. One never knows.
I'll do that.
Alright. Good thing we talked. This is 20, right?
That did it.
There we go. There. Sea Railer Swool. So this is what the other one meant. Okay, the first word I already don't know what it means in English. 'Twas brillig and the silty toves. And the slitty toves? I don't even know what that means. Or the Sea Railer Swool. I almost have the feeling I should be pronouncing this almost with an Irish accent. It all began with a Cheshire chat, not a cat, Cheshire chat, at Alice Little's paws. That's probably the shop that we couldn't get in before. Dodo Dachshund cracked his gag, and the Queen screamed off with their shade. Off of their hands is in Alice in Wonderland. The dogs on fire ate their necks. Why was this with double S? There must be something to do with that. Down necks as long as the Christy Max. Find Alice, she's the closet. Not. Follow well her zage. Then find the rabbit if you knack. And enter the name of the mage. Oh. Do I need to translate part of this? Because currently, this is a bit weird regarding English.
It's the Sea Railer Swoll riddle from the Black Wand.
Yes, but can't talk to him about it? Alright, leave and pay.
I'd like to pay before I go.
Well, pay and leave.
Right you are. Thank you, Miss Everett.
Well, we have a new puzzle to do. Hello.
Smile for the camera, Samantha.
Hi.
I knew you were a magician.
I was just window shopping.
Yeah, right. They have some great stuff in there. I got some fake vomit for a film scene last week.
Lucky you. What are you doing here anyway? Were you following me?
In your fantasies, your hot, fevered, sign-me-up fantasies. When do we start?
Forget it, Kinderman. And you didn't answer the question.
I was just shooting some B-roll, but excuse me for breathing. My mother never did, but that doesn't mean you can't. Hey, check out those eyebrows. Classic.
Breathing? Eyebrows? I be confused? Okay. The only thing I got from the riddle so far was Linda's shop. Alice's shop, sorry. Why did I say Linda? Alice's shop. That's the thing I get from this
This new riddle sounds like it's about Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd better check this out.
Voila. So, this is what I get. Cheshire cat. Alright. Rabbit mask, various items, Mad Hatter poster. I will check everything else out, but I think the clue is over here. Cool shop, by the way.
Hi. I was wondering if you can tell me about some of the locations around Oxford that were used in Alice in Wonderland.
Sorry, I only work here. I'm not an expert. There are postcards on the postcard rack for some of the locations.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, didn't know that Alice in Wonderland was filmed here. Sorry for everybody who knew.
Dodo birds. I remember them from Alice in Wonderland. But I don't know what they have to do with Oxford. A street map of London. I'd really like to have one of those. I'd like to get this map, please.
It's £5. Thank you.
Okay, that was simply by me clicking away the message of this, that... Whatever.
The card says, Alice's long neck in the Wonderland story was inspired by the fire dogs in Christchurch Hall.
Christchurch Hall, alright, thank you very much. Mad Hatter, have to look at it. What? That perfect face whose smile to own.
That perfect face whose smile to own.
Hold on here. No. Zero so. It all began with a Cheshire cat, and then there's a little pause, shop. And the Queen's going over there. Cracked his gag. Cracked his teeth? Down next as long as the max, so then is then going to the church. I do know what about that, but I just want to look around this, because this shop is too cool.
They've got pretty cool stuff in here, but I've learned to travel light. Maybe someday I'll have a place to put things.
There's also
This
Cheshire cat,
rabbit
by the way.
mask is whack.
There's also Cheshire cat, by the way, over there. Almighty spacebar. Sales clerk history board. And then we'll look at the Cheshire cat.
There are Alice in Wonderland sites around Oxford, so they're probably the locations in the game. There are Alice in...
That's all it says. Well, let's look at the Cheshire cat now. Which I... XTMSETL. There is something in here, right? 'Twas brillig and the silty toes or in sea radar swole. It doesn't have an O in it. Doo-doo Dogson cracked his gag. Doo-doo Dogson.
There are subtle letters on those teeth. Maybe they act like a combination lock. But what's the code?
You call these teeth, these letters on the teeth subtle? I call them everything but subtle. I can press them all, but I need to figure it out for a moment. Sea Radar Swole. I wish you could have this open while looking at this. I can make Sea Radar Swole from it. Cheshire cat? Can't make that of it.
It's the sea...
Probably somebody's going to say to me again, this is so obvious and easy. Well, sorry, I don't see it immediately. Lewis Carroll. Do I need to use all the letters at all? Smile to own. Smile.
Got it.
I am pretty darn good. First piece of the rivers and...
University Museum. It must be a location in the game.
Indeed. You know, somebody has to find this quite quickly, or otherwise this ticket might not be valid anymore. Alright, we got it. And she doesn't have anything to say about that? That I just...
a lot of help there.
Oh. That's weird. Oh yeah, sure, go play with one of our exhibits. We don't mind. Why do I need a map of London,
This
though?
map will come in handy when I get to London.
Yeah, I guess so, but alright. So we have the University Museum now. Oxford Town Centre has also been grayed out. Very important. Means we don't have anything anymore to do there. Of course we have things to do in St. Edmund's Hall. Shall we rig up the place first? Yeah, let's rig up the place first. That sounds like the thing that we can still do in this episode. Whoa, whoa, sorry. I don't know why. For some reason the game just said, nah, we're gonna go out. I'm so sorry about that. There's no one who finds it more annoying than me, because I want to give you guys the best that I can do. Flash powder traps. Let's use that.
I want to rig the flash powder traps at the doors, but I'll need to assemble them first.
Assemble them? Is it the other way around that I need to do this? This is a plus, but why doesn't it work? Why can I not plus this? Oh, I first need to flash. Really? Why
I
do...
still need one more item.
To finish the trap. Yes, I know.
There. These flash powder traps are ready to go.
Kinda silly that you need to do that, in my opinion, but alright.
Yeah, that'll work nicely. I'll set it up later after the gym closes for the night.
Oh. After the gym closed for the night.
There. Now both doors are covered.
So did we use it, or did we use it after the that isn't entirely clear for me. So that the whole isn't finished yet. The fact of the matter is that it says we'll do it for after tonight, and now it says we've done it. That's a little weird to me.
This is an El Cheapo device, only working for incoming calls. But I think I know just where to put it.
Incoming calls. I don't see a telephone over here. What I do know is apparently that we can look at the lights.
Those lights are controlled by the switch plate near the door.
I don't see anywhere else where we can move.
Brainiac reference books, no doubt.
I don't know. I don't know just yet. I'll figure it out.
That's everything. If anyone enters this room tonight, the flash powder traps will alert me. I'll turn on the lights and catch him red-handed. Now, if I only had a camera, I could get some hard evidence on film.
Well, that is of course Harvey's department, right? But for now, it still says it's gold though, so we haven't done everything yet to finish with setting up this trap. Christchurch is open as well, which I assume is for the long necks. And we can now go here, which I mainly want to do in order to talk to words. I would assume to talk to, well, the person that was gone to the hospital, but something tells me I'm thinking wrong here. Oh, see? I was thinking wrong.
Do you know a student named Malik?
You mean Dr. Linkweller's teaching assistant?
Really?
Was there something you wanted to know about him?
No. I think I just found out all I need to know. Thanks.
Linkweller hates Dr. Styles. Doesn't automatically mean that he's setting up a trick. That doesn't seem very Linkweller, because Linkweller doesn't believe in the supernatural. But it could be for spying. That is indeed probably all that we needed to know from here. As I already said, I was considering Malik, but that's apparently all that we need to know here? No, it's still golden.
He's in there right now. I'd like to take a look around his office, but I need to get rid of him first.
Alright.
According to the plaque on the desk. According to...
I wanted to talk to her. Noisemaker for crying for help? Possibly? Could we look at the fire extinguisher?
I don't think so. Playing with fire security doesn't seem to be a good idea.
Does get rid of the guy. There's no reason for me to look. I don't know where I'm going to look at the pizza, but...
Ugh.
I'm just trying to think here. I can't do anything with the fridge. I don't need to
I don't see the point in taking...
peek in the fridge. Neither do I. I would love to put this into the phone of Linkweller. I'm sure of it, but... how do I get him out of his office?
He's in there right...
Oh, you know what? Not right now. Actually, I just noticed the episode has already been going on for half an hour. That gives me some time to think about how to get rid of Linkweller out of his office. In the meantime, I say, I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.